Hey guys, this is GameCow. Welcome back to another Pokemon Violet's Wonderlocke episode. This time we're dealing with the 5th gym and the corresponding Nemona matchup. Might be wondering why I'm here, it's because I was buying leftovers since it is kind of integral to most of the setup strategies that we're going for here, and just in case I needed to switch out, I've given another one here anyway. We do have a couple of Pokemon to go over as far as their EV spreads and stuff. We have Flavio, the Ampharos over here, in light of it being the Mega Form by far. I actually haven't EV'd this one yet, but I do just want to showcase the fact that it's here. We will probably be giving it max HP, max special attack. I just haven't actually done that bit yet for some reason. But yeah, we'll just do that one. I haven't found the Charge Beam TM. That's one of the only things I'm sort of missing for doing a very Altaria-esque setup sweeper with this thing. But it does have some pretty good coverage otherwise, so just gotta get it Dazzling Gleam from later on in the game. That's the main bit. Wigglytuff! Haven't actually named this one yet either, as I really should have by now. I'm getting kind of bad with that. I don't tend to nickname Pokemon anymore, so we're doing the Nuzlocke thingy of that, and it's being like, oh, you should nickname all the Pokemon. I kind of forget to half the time, so that's sort of why. But yeah, Puffjitsu, the Wigglytuff, we have a very diabolical moveset for it here, to be honest. I did not realize this thing got Nasty Plot. So Nasty Plot, probably got it in last gen, because it was a TR in Sword and Shield, right? So it probably got it then, and I just never knew because it was in the Isle of Armor DLC. Just never really cared. But yeah, Nasty Plot plus Draining Kiss, really powerful. I might actually go ahead and use some of the PP ups in this game on said Draining Kiss. As far as the stuff goes, it's like max special attack, almost max defense, and a little bit to HP. This is mostly optimized for level 20, the same sort of way that the Oinkalone is, so it's about 256 EVs in defense, but I have maxed out special attack despite that not being optimal for that level, because I don't think this thing is dying against Ogerpon, at least it better not, because I want to use this otherwise. And like, if I do bring it in against the Ogre, then great, I've got a good moveset for it. If I don't bring it in against the Ogre, then I wanted the max special attack to be more optimal for the future. So it's like 20 HP EVs and that's it. Probably should have been special defense instead of HP, to be honest. I just wanted that little bit of extra recovery or extra bit of health available for the Ogerpon, since it's physical focused entirely. And then I also haven't EV'd the low kicks yet, but it is just going to be max speed, max attack. Not really much of an issue there. This thing might not be too good until later on in the game, even though Tinted Lens is absolutely absurd, but it gets First Impression and I believe Sucker Punch later on as well, so we'll have access to the same sort of thing that Spidups was doing, but with Tinted Lens and higher attack stat. It's like absolutely ridiculous, so we will most definitely be able to power through stuff with this. So Falcon Kick to your heart's desire. So that's it for just now in terms of the new Pokemon, and well, the next thing to do is to tackle the exceptional everyman himself. So let's go over and make our way into the gym. Now this one is very interesting in the sense that we can actually basically just skip the entire trial for this one. I do not know why I remember this one as well as I do, but the goal of this is that you are to gather clues about what the secret menu item is in order to fight Larry. And you gather the clues by battling the trainers that are in the town itself. So, yeah, we'll do a fight, why not? It's battle time! Wait. Alright. In fact, why wait, just go and take the gym on, yep. So, no matter which gym you do 5th, you are ambushed by Nemona. So, I actually did Katie as my 5th gym in my blind playthrough, and so I was tailored for her being at light level, you know, like lower level stuff. And then Nemona comes in being like 20 levels higher than the gym I just did, and it's like, welp, I guess I'm just guaranteed to lose this one. You don't have to win the fight to proceed with the story, so at least there's that. But yeah, she just kind of ambushes you immediately afterwards, which is really annoying. yeah, so each of the other challenges has been given a different clue for the dish. We have to go fight them and then get the things for the dish. However, if you just know what the right answers are anyway, which we do, and I will happily take advantage of this, you just get to skip the whole thing. So yeah, it's kind of like the getting the clues for Fezandipity, well, not Fezandipity, the Loyal 3 from last time round, where you've got to, like, you know, talk to the right people. Only I think in this case it's just, you know, this is a trainer, right? Because you've because they've got the Pokeball glow in there, so they don't get highlighted in yellow like they normally do, which is kind of annoying. But whatever, not really that big of a deal. So you speak to this guy, and you go ahead and tell him what the order is when the game eventually lets you do the thing. So there'll be rice balls. We'll have a medium serving, it will be Fire Blast style, and it will be lemon dressing. There we go. And when that's done, rumble, 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 very successfully kills everyone in the arena and turns it into an actual battleground. I don't know, I always thought that was really silly. It's like, there's people eating on that bit, and it's just like transformed out of nowhere. Like, what? You know? It's just so silly. Anyway, yeah, this is another battle which is very, very susceptible to setup. So, like I said, I was having a kind of hard time in my first Wonderlocke coming up with an idea as to how to beat this one, because I didn't really have anything that was good against Larry's like typing stuff here. Also, Larry's design is incredible and definitely like one of the fan favorite characters. There's a lot of cool stuff with this, but like him and Iono are the two fan favorite ones with it, right? But yeah, his design is awesome. Is the best way of I can describe stuff here. Yeah, so he sends out Kamala. He's a normal type trainer. In this case, that's the exceptional everyman, right? You know, the everyday Pokemon sort of thing, the normal type. Yeah, you can't status to Kamala. I guess that's the thing, but we also don't really need to. I forgot to teach Substitute in the fight, so I mean, I guess it's fine. So this one's susceptible to setup because he yawns turn 1. And so you can just kind of set up against it because of that, right? If you substitute here instead of, you know, if you actually taught it, then you can just block that and then set up your defenses so that he doesn't damage you very well. And then from there, you just kind of win. But since I didn't do that, we're going to Feather Dance him so he goes down to -2. So his attack is halved. My defense is up by 50%. It still does a fair amount of damage because Hawlucha's not that bulky. But yeah, you can see if I had Substitute here, this would have been so much better. But since I don't, we're just going to have to hopefully not take too many turns sleeping here, and hopefully not get hit too hard by slams either. Slam is 75% accurate, so there is a chance that it could miss as well, which would be kind of nice. Yeah, that would be the hope. I guess the one problem for Hawlucha, with it being so frail here, is that I think, even at +1 defense, without that attack stat being halved, I think that we would have actually had our Substitute KO'd anyway. So, it's a full 3 turn sleep, of course it is. Very irritating, and yeah, Slam still just breaks through. I have never really had very good luck with this fight. I don't know what it is, but he just like always seems to get the best luck against me ever. It's actually kind of unbelievable. So I don't know. Larry is just kind of one of those trainers for it, I suppose. So Slam comes in, does basically no damage at this point, but he is just going to yawn again at this stage, and I think at +2 I should be fine with Hawlucha, so we're just going to Brick Break and take the KO, right? Because Hawlucha is not the most powerful Pokemon ever, but it is a stab fighting type stuff here. I should be good to go for the rest of this fight. Lots of new moves learned here as well. Roost! Actually really good here. Unironically, I will take that in the middle of this fight, and now this roost would allow me to like mirror herb it to Altarian if I wanted to. Sword Dance on the Launcher, not very useful, so we're not going to think that. Shell Smash on the Blastoise, the Wartortle, it's not the Blastoise just yet. Shell Smash, definitely something that I wouldn't mind though, so we will go ahead and learn that as well. So that's pretty useful. The next level cap fight is 37, by the way, so we can still potentially use Holucha for this as well. The Dunsparce coming in here is pretty reasonable. I don't remember if this thing can paralyze me, but it shouldn't be able to because I have Limber. So I think we'll just Feather Dance it first here, because I want to be able to roost relatively safely. So yeah, Hyper Drill, about 100 base power, I think it... Oh! Well, there's our first death. Crits are gonna happen, I suppose. We probably could have just like Brick Breaked our way through this. So that's my bad. This is what happens when you don't have Substitute. Oh, that is sad because Holucha is one of the better things for this too, but okay. This is a really big Altaria, by the way, what the heck? Just seeing that, it's like, it does have a paralysis move as well, yeah, Glare, so... Like I said, he's very vulnerable to set up stuff, but man, that is unfortunate and a huge loss, to say the least. Because Holucha was going to be really good for a ton of this, and that's the first time it's gotten used as well. Sad. Very sad. Never mind. So yeah, Hyper Drill should do basically 0 damage, really. It's not, it's only because of the crit. Like, it goes through its -2 attack, it goes through my +2 defense. And, yeah, I mean, gotta play around it, I suppose. That's one of the things with Nuzlocke, right? Is that you very often do have to worry about the critical hits. And, yeah, I guess I just didn't really think of it. Like I said, I always get unlucky in this fight. I don't know what it is. You know, he hit every single slam, like he got a 3-turn sleep, he hit every single slam, that's 75% accuracy, and then immediately just gets a crit with the next attack here as well. It's kind of unbelievable when you think about it. Like, it's actually absurd how unlikely that is to happen, but hey, that is the nature of the game, I suppose. Yep, so we're going to set up until it breaks the sub, and then I think we're just going to sub one more time, and then that should be that. I think at +3 I should probably be good to go. And yeah, here's me wanting to show the power of like setup stuff against it, and he just goes, no! I mean, again, I've said it, but if I taught Substitute, this would have been trivial, and I just forgot. I did not adequately prepare. Oh well, it's fine. So, yep, Substitute finally fades. It took like 4 shots even to do that, so not a problem. We will just set it up just to be completely safe again. No, it's actually not even just to be safe. The last Pokemon has gone Intimidate, so it's actually better to do this here. You know, it's funny that I think even if I had if I had used Roost, I think the crit probably still kills because, unfortunately, Holucha is really frail, so I don't actually think it would have been safe that way either. Man, Holucha would have been completely perfect for the next fight too, because the start is Rock type that we could have set up against. So. Yeah, real shame. I just forgot, I suppose, that's the thing. Forgot to teach it. So, we'll have to rely on our backup here instead. That's okay. We have plenty of strong setup mons for dealing with stuff here, and thankfully Holucha is not the absolute most critical. We've got plenty of other flying types to use. We don't have any other fighting types, which is a pain. But fighting as strong as it is not the end of the world here to lose, because we do have other stuff that we can use fighting attacks with. Yeah, give us something to cheer for. This is the one that takes the longest. It's not like a whole freaking cutscene, to get through for the, you know, terastalization bit here. It's very silly. So that guy just looks kind of off. I don't know what it is, but show us what you got, Larry. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we could just go a little bit further out. So, I said Iono was the most clever use of terastalization on the gym leaders. Larry is the only one that has a same type bonus terastalization, as far as the gym leaders go. Because he terastalizes Staraptor into the normal type, right? Which is already a normal type, so his main attack here is very powerful. Staraptor is really strong and quite fast, and this was the main thing that gave me trouble, was like going to give me trouble during the original playthrough that I had, like my first attempt at like Wonderlocke stuff. And that's when I came up with this moveset in the first place. And yeah, it does incredibly well. So long as you can set up against the you know, any physical defense mon, really. That's that. 37 exactly means we can use Altaria for the next fight if we want to, which is pretty good. So, yeah, just really wish we could have used the Holucha, you know? Would have been nice, but game said no. I didn't expect to get through this whole thing without taking any casualties. I'm just disappointed that that's the way that we take the first one, when we had so many previous fights. Dude, there's a big ol' Blastoise here as well. Blastoise is pretty incredible, though. We are going to be very happy to see that. Like, okay, it's not the strongest thing out there in terms of raw power, but you saw that it has Shell Smash at this point. We can now just kind of convert this into a Sweetmon, and yeah, between Surf, Flash Cannons here, it can get Dark Pulse, Water Pulse stuff as well, so yeah, it's going to be very powerful at this stage. Yeah, look how much he's got for his food there. We do get a new encounter for this at the very least, so we'll get that at the end of the video. But oh boy, a little bit of a shame to have to do it that way. But yeah, we get Facade. Facade is a really fun move for certain Pokemon, but we don't really have any of the ones out there. I'm not, you know, the other reason I'm not like too beat up about Holucha going here, as good as it is because we do have that Riolu in the wings, right? We have a Lucario to get set up when we're done with this sort of bit, right? The 6th gym is into the level 40s, and I can finally start using that that mon. So now the one thing that's kind of awkward is I'm pretty sure we get forced immediately into the yeah, you didn't give us the explanation of it. Yeah, we're forced into the fight immediately here, and we do get our team healed, so I think what I'm going to have to do is just switch out immediately on the first mon. Can't go stealing her from me. Yeah, so we have to do the fight immediately, which means that Holucha is actually going to technically be revived for this. So what I think is fair... No! I want to switch up first. No need to be nervous. Okay, yeah. Can't switch up, that's the thing. Yeah, this is what caught me out, right? Because again, I was prepared for Katie at like level 15 odds, and then this dingus comes in and challenges me with Pokemon 20 levels higher than that, and I didn't have anything that I could remotely go against her on, so yeah, it was pretty annoying. So, in this case, yeah, I think I am just going to have to manually switch out turn 1 because we can't use the Holucha. It did faint, so yeah, bit of a shame. Yep, should be in great shape now. Let's go have a fight. And yeah, is Nemona... It's the first time we fought Nemona in a very long time, actually, so I'm not like too upset with that. It's funny, isn't it? Like, you know, compared to how a Hop or someone like that, like especially Hop, he challenged you almost all the time, and then, you know, Nemona wants to, but doesn't actually do it every time, which is kind of funny. So, we do have to switch out. It is, basically it has to be Blastoise here. I could have brought a more varied team for this, to be honest. I just wanted to get some levels on some of the other stuff as well. So yeah, Accelerock coming in, it is priority. Not really too big of a deal. I forget. What did I spec this in? I spec'd it in... Yeah, I did not spec it in speed, so I think we can go ahead and Shell Smash here. Bite is not going to do that much. And yep, now we have the Smash, so we're at +2. It's been doing, what, like 20 damage or something there? Yeah, so I think we should be okay. Even Accelerock is the same base power as Bite, so... And now we've got the speed advantage, we should be good. It's not even going to use the Accelerock, so that's good. I believe this Lycanroc does have Stealth Rock as well. It either has it now, or it uses it like in future fights, because this is her lead from now on. Yeah, it definitely has access to it, I just don't know if it has it right now. Pormo is potentially scary, because it is an electric type, but I'm pretty sure we should just be faster and we should just surf kill everything from here. So yeah, Blastoise, very high potential for team sweeping at this point. Just got to be very slightly careful of its lowered defenses, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Goomy coming on in here is going to be a new addition for her team, but it is still just a Goomy because it evolves at level 40. So unlike Lance, she is not cheating with her stuff here. So Icy Wind is going to take that out. At this point, I can safely teach Ice Beam. Like, we will have had access to it from other places, so it's not really that big of a deal at this stage. And Quaquaval, the last one. I actually don't have a good move against this, so I may need to switch out. It is now Water and Fighting type, which is pretty neat. Oh, I forgot I taught over Protect, didn't I? Okay, so it will have a fighting move. It's how much do I risk it, considering we just lost them on to... I think it is really tempting to switch into Lady Fluff here, I'll be completely honest. Because the Blastoise is in a compromised state. It won't have close combat at this point, though. I think we can get away with it. This may be a bit risky, but I think we can get away with this. The Terra Water attack could be a little scary as well, but I want to say her AI is probably going to use the fighting attack rather than the Terra Water. I don't think it is strong enough for me to have to switch out here. Yeah, we do over half, so that's good. Oh, she is going to use a water attack, okay. Well, I resist it, so hopefully that'll be fine. Aqua Step? Oh, this increases speed, doesn't it? So this is gonna hurt. 40 damage, okay. Does it outspeed me at this point? Quaquaval is base 80? So I don't think it does. +2 versus +1 should be fine. Yeah, so we'll win anyway. It's a little concerning, and after losing Hawlucha to the crit, I'm a little on edge just now, not gonna lie. So I wasn't entirely sure whether or not that was worth risking, but it seems like it was okay. By the way, level 38 is the next level cap, so we are completely fine with having Blastoise up at that stage, so I am utterly okay with that. Yeah, I mean, we certainly did alright. So, yeah, got so much potential, haha. You're gonna be a champion, that's the hope. That is the hope. So we get ourselves the Terra Blast TM. You can pick one of these up in Kitsukami as well, but this is the first time you would have access to Terra Blast specifically in the original story, so that's good. And Terra Blast actually does have some potential on a couple of Pokemon here, even though I can't Terastalize. It is still an 80 base power normal attack that will use whichever attacking stat that you are stronger in. So there is some potential for using it with Pokemon that are normal type, that you know, say like a normal special attacker that doesn't get Hyper Voice or something like that. There is some potential. Anyway, we have to say goodbye to someone for the first time in this. That's a little bit sad, right? I do have the GY set up for the stuff here. So, yeah, see ya, Holucha. You died to a crit because I forgot to teach Substitute. That's disappointing. I would still be able to transfer Roost. Like, Roost is an egg move for Altaria. I would still be able to transfer that if I want to. But, yeah, a little bit unfortunate. Not gonna lie. I'm slightly saddened by that. So, yeah, despite this being a bit shorter than the recent ones, we are practically done with the bid here. See, I'm kind of running out of experience candies on this one. I might just have to start bringing stuff over at the higher levels. Contra does evolve at level 37, so that's pretty much, like, it's so close to it, I might as well get evolved now. I would just do this offside anyway. So we'll get ourselves a Chloritza. This is another very powerful water type. More immediately powerful than the Blastoise is, but doesn't have Shell Smash, I don't think. Or if it does, it doesn't have it yet, that's for sure. I forget if this one gets it or not. But now, yeah, 140 special attacks. Like, we've got a lot of firepower on this thing. I don't think it gets any, like, useful... oh no, it gets Dark and Dragon Pulse as relearn moves. Fantastic. Okay, we can teach definitely Dark Pulse. Dark Fighting Water, pretty good coverage. I might not keep U-Turn, but I kind of still like the idea of U-Turn with this thing. Just to have like the slow switch option seems pretty good. Yeah, so that is Larry and Nemona stuff done, I suppose. Fitting that it's Larry that takes our first life here in the Nuzlocke. But we do have plenty of other things to go, and we have an encounter to grab just now. So let's go ahead and do that. See what we can get. Would be nice to get. I don't know, what would we want at this point? I guess you could ask for a replacement fighting type, but Lucario will solve that role fairly soon. Ironically, did I just open the same one again? I totally did. Again, I just I don't know why I do that, but I know why. Again, I mentioned it last time. It's because of the difference between the profile remembering thing from Switch 1 to Switch 2. So, I mean, luckily, because it is Switch 2, it really doesn't take very long to load these. Although, to be fair, that was one of the things that it was good at in the original Switch as well. So, that's fine. But yeah, the next level count is 38, and the Riolu is 39, so we can't use it for that. But we probably wouldn't want to anyway. What we do want it for isn't actually the one afterwards either. I don't actually know if it's going to be good for a while, is the problem. Because so let's get the surprise trade going whilst I'm on the trainer fort here. Yeah, trade away your... So, please let me do the trade. Would be very nice. Go. Yeah, the next gym afterwards is a ghost type one, so Lucario probably not the best for that. And then there's a Nemona fight, which is fine. And then it is the Quaking Earth Titan, which is ground type, that's very good against Lucario. And then it's a Psychic gym, so it might not even be useful for a while anyhow. This is a duplicate, so this will not count. Okay, at the very least, I was gonna say... Raptidad. At the very least, we don't have to have this one, but that's only because we already have one. So, we will trade that back out. See what we can get as a good thing. But I think Lucario does have some potential later on. Like, it should be potentially okay versus the fairy stuff, because it does have the steel type moves to use, right? It should be usable in the ice gym if I wanted to do that. That should be okay. And then just in general, its typing later on could be quite useful. Like, it's decently powerful as well. Can't use this because it is a paradox, but I'm also pretty sure it's a Hackmon, right? Yeah, it is. So, thank you for giving me more work with the sensor bars, I suppose. I mean, it's not really that bad, to be honest. It's not that terrible, it's not on screen for that long, but still irritating. At least I've kind of worked out, like, streamlining that stuff a little bit, so it's not the end of the world. But it's still frustrating, because it's still more trade stuff to have to do. Hopefully we can... No. Oh! Okay. There's an interesting one. Tadpole Terror. That can't be its name in a different language, right? No, it's not. It's just they just go. Oh, it's because they got it from a Terra raid. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I get it. I get it. Kind of neat. So yeah, Tadpole, and by extension, Belly Bolts. Another very intriguing electric type here. I need to very briefly look this one up because I don't remember. I think this is a stone evolution, right? Is the thing for this? Like, you use a Thunderstone on this, don't you? You do! So this could be a 4th Pokemon to bring into the Ogerpon fight. Ogerpon has 4 forms, so it's totally reasonable bringing in 4 Pokemon. And yeah, Bellybolt, I don't think it has quite the same setup potential as some of the other stuff. Again, if I had Charge Beam, probably good, but it can learn Chilling Water too. Ooh, there's some potential for this here. Yeah, I think we could use this in the Ogerpon fight. Just in case, like, we'll have another setup thing for it. Okay. Very interesting for the final stuff here. Oh, I like it. Again, another Pokemon I never really had the chance to use. It's another very, very slow Pokemon. So we seem to have a lot of Pokemon that would work for Trick Room at this point. And, well, we do have a Rabska that can use Trick Room. So maybe that ends up being a strat later on too. But yeah, it's got a lot of bulk and a reasonable amount of power. It can debuff as well. I think this could be pretty good for the fight. Yeah, good coverage against it too, right? I think the only thing it doesn't have is coverage against the final form. No, never mind. It has it has Acid Spray too. Ooh, hold the phone. I think this has got a lot of potential. Right, well, maybe not exactly what I was looking for, but certainly a fun one nonetheless. This has been Gamer Cow playing the Pokemon Violet Wonderlocke. Next time round, we take on Kieran and the Ogerpon fight. One at a higher level than what we are, one at a much lower level. So we have different team stuff for that. Until then, take care.